Hey Alpha fam, welcome back to another episode of Alpha Commission. Today on Alpha Commission, of course, we're going to go over that pump on the BTC chart, guys. If we do just go over straight into the Bitcoin universe over here, we can see that we did have that pullback off of a double rejection of the volatility pivot as it was over our heads in the last analysis. Now, typically that volatility pivot, as I did describe in several videos, does suggest a directional bias on random volatility in the market. And so what we got was a volatility spike here. Our bias was to the downside because that pivot was over our heads. We made a little mini double top, kind of fulfilled a measured move plus a little bit of change there to the neutral point, which did still preserve our big alpha energy, our strength of the move to the upside there. Nothing really has been broken, and we are in the bull zone as of today on that recovery of that fair value gap that was left behind on the drop. This move is very reminiscent of the shakeout fakeouts that I was describing back here, where we did just end up putting in higher lows and higher lows, higher lows. And so if this ends up being just another higher low, then as long as we stay above that bull zone, above 42,700-ish, and as long as we close above this general continuation, approximately at 43,000, then that will imply that we should, fill this momentum pool where we do have the volatility pivot still over our head around 44,000. Now that could give us a little bit more of a rejection, and do we continue to grind out this area, or can we flip 44,000 and then quickly flip 44,300, and that would imply bullish continuation to the upside? Well, I don't know. Sometimes we need to just grind out an area, put in some price action, and build a platform before we can continue to go. This over here, this pattern was a bullish wedge. It was an accumulation wedge over here. You can see this, an ascending triangle there. And if we did something very similar over here, if Bitcoin just preserves its strength and is making higher lows, then maybe even alts will continue to show strength and continue to fire up. But currently, we are just going to watch today's close to see if we can recover this move to the neutral point and close above that bull zone, above 42,000. Let's just say 700 to be conservative. And if we do close above 43,000, let's just say 100 to be conservative, that'll be a fairly strong showing in my mind. But again, we don't get continuation to the upside until we flip that volatility pivot at 44,000 currently. If we do just go sideways over time, that volatility pivot will naturally come down, and then that could make it easier to capture at a later date. Guys, just going to keep it short and sweet today. That was your alpha for the day. Stay safe and happy trading.